How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing, man? While we coming up in the building, man, we got a little some music up in here. Get y'all ready to get this thing going. You guys already know, as you come in the building, like anywhere you go, you gotta wipe your fees. Then you gotta say hello to everybody in the building, man. So let's go ahead and do this, man. And like my boy said, man, we got the juice, man, and we got the sauce, man. 2023 is gonna be a lot different, man. We starting it off with a little bit of swag, man. So let's jump right into it, man. So shout out to everybody that is watching right now. We got the three amigos plus one, man. The three amigos plus one, man. We got my boy Izzy Malafungo in the building, my boy. How you doing today, man?
Man, I'm good. Just chilling, just chilling. How y'all doing?
Shoot, I'm
living righteous, brother.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then real quick, man, let me go around the horn, man, because you guys know, even though we got guests in the building, we got to keep these lights on. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We got to keep these lights on. So let's go ahead real quick and let's shout out these amigos. You know, them are partners, man. Real quick, man, all the way down there in Alabama, man, we got the landlord. And wait, it's the third. So I'm going to let y'all know, if you tap in with landlord right now, you late. You know what I'm saying?
Sir.
Go ahead, landlord. Let them know where you at, man.
What's happening, man? Your boy Landlord from Alabama with the same handle on our social media, man. We in here. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. And then right below him, man, I got my boy.
I can't hear.
You can't hear?
I lost him.
We'll get him. We'll get him. We'll get him.
I can't hear.
Let me clink out and then log back in. Log out and then come back in. Let me see. Mr. Roberts, you wanna text him and let him text him to clear? I think he moved something and it went out. While he get that fixed up, we'll get him back on here. But hey, let's go ahead and while he gets that all taken care of, we about to go ahead and pay some bills, man. We about to go ahead and pay some bills.
I can.
We about to go ahead. We about to go ahead and pay some bills. So I'm gonna start off with landlord. Go ahead and shout out some folks that are helping you keep them lights on over there while I get them on the back end.
Okay. Let me shout out to my people. Shout out to Tyler over here rocking with us, Matt Batten, the GOAT over here, Cowboy Brian, James Simmons, Gary Lawrence, my partner out the city. And shout out to Jay Worthy and Bad Influence Swain. What's happening? I appreciate y'all coming through.
Yes, sir. And then HTM, man. Let them know, man. Let them know who over there helping you keep them lights on, man.
Yeah, man. My boy Demetrius Adams over here at the liquor store with me. Jameson Taylor, Brian Kite, all over here showing love. I appreciate y'all, man.
Yes, sir. And Izzy, you good on the sound?
Yeah, I can hear.
Okay,
yes,
cool.
sir, man. Let's go, man.
Absolutely.
Let's go, man. So, yo, man, without further ado, man, we got Mr. 2-4, man. Mr. 2-4, man. And I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this right here. We've already introduced him. You know what I'm saying? Had him on the flyer. You know what I'm saying? Time is of the essence. So we're going to jump right into it, man. We're going to jump right into it because I like to start off with the goody good, man. I was at a game, Izzy. I was at a game, man, where they said that the Cowboys ain't had no chance, man. No chance in the world of beating not to go. Man, I'm going to tell you, man. Y'all walked into that Tampa Bay game and just utterly – we're gonna be respectful. Y'all gave him up better life options. He went ahead and retired after the game. I want to know, start this off. What was the mentality going into that game? Because there was something different about that. What was the mentality going in that game, man?
I mean, the mentality was we was trying to go in there and did exactly what we did. He got us my rookie year, and then he got us at the beginning of this year. So it was just a mentality like, we can't lose this game. Like, no matter what, we're not leaving Tampa without a win. Like, it's no other option. That's how we came in that weekend. You seen what happened.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Go ahead.
Nah, I was gonna ask him, man, not generally about that game, but I want to know, like a guy that's 6'4", run like a gazelle. What made you decide to play cornerback? A lot of guys with those skill sets usually end up on the offensive side of the ball. So what drove you to be a cornerback?
It's crazy. I grew up playing like running back. So
really?
that's my first position. Like my favorite player growing up was Reggie Bush and Clinton Portis. I grew up playing running back, but I always so I started getting taller. So I started playing receiver. And then like I played almost everything on offense, and then on defense it was kind of the same thing. But like growing up into like right before high school, I started playing receiver and corner.
Mm.
And then shoot, I remember I had moved because I'm from Charlotte, grew up in Charlotte. I had moved to Charleston, South Carolina. And then I was going into my freshman year of high school. So I went to this school called Berkeley High School. And then like the first day, I was trying to make varsity. So the first day we came out there, I went to receivers because I always had like ball skills. Like I always catch the ball and I like to score.
Mm-hmm.
I went out there and it was just too many of them out there. And then I looked to the DBs. I was like, it's not many over there. So shoot, I'm gonna play DB. Like I can go catch the ball over there too.
Made a
You
big
got in where you can fit in, huh?
Yeah, you feel me?
That's
So
smart.
then, like,
That's the realest thing I ever heard from an NFL player.
yeah,
That's
man,
the
I was
business
like, I
decision.
literally like it was some dudes like that was in front of me like at receiver. I was cold at receiver too, but I'm like, man, I'm trying to play. I don't like sitting the bench. I got to play. So I went to the DB. It wasn't a lot of DBs, but what ended up happening was like it was like one person, like one safe. It was a senior safety in front of me, and then everybody else is just like whatever. He ended up, I forgot what he ended up doing, and then he had to sit out like I think the first
No.
He gonna come back. He gonna come back. But yeah, he gonna come back. But yeah, man, we got Israel Melifongo on the line, kind of going through it on a little
MUKUAMU.
MUKUAMU.
I don't know why
you adding all kinds of letters.
No. Hey, but real quick though, shout out the brand. I need you guys to type that in real quick in the comment box. MUKUAUMUBRAND.com.
I'm gonna have to check out some of that.
I need you guys to put that in the comment box right now. That's a .com on there too. Put that on a .com. You feel me?
yeah.
Grab something because you guys know we support merch over here.
Yes,
Definitely.
sir.
Hey, listen,
You got the camera flipped around, I think.
Listen to me. I love Jerry, and that's why I love the star. I got one right here. But listen to me. We gotta rock our brand. And Jerry believe in supporting your brands. You know what I'm saying? That's why the star is one of the most recognizable things in the world. You can go I'm prior military, right? You can go anywhere in the world, fellas, and you show somewhere with the star, you know what they're gonna say? Cowboys?
Cowboy?
Cowboy? Cowboy, that's what they're gonna say. So
speaking of brands, speaking of his brand though, man, tell me, man, like where your brand came from, man. What it represent? Talk to us about it real quick, brother.
So basically, my brand basically came from what I stand for. It's called like whatever it takes, and just I remember trying to get recruited from colleges. Growing up, I was just hitting them up on Twitter, like blowing up their notifications until they responded to me, and then just dealing with working hard, like just doing whatever it takes to achieve whatever you believe like you deserve in life. And it relates to any phase in life you are or anything that you do in life.
Yeah, hey, I want to speak to the
Can I ask a question?
Confidence. Oh, go ahead.
Just real quick. I went to Eisenhower High School. Man, I always tell folks my football field was bigger. It was bigger than my computer lab. So that lets you know where our focus was. I want you to say I want you to say your whole name for me.
Israel MUKUAMU.
There we go.
Okay.
MUKUAMU. There we go.
Okay. My question, I just want to know, like, when you got that call from the Joneses and from that star, and when you told him, because I liked you from day one. When I heard you say, I'm gonna be the best corner you got, you know what I'm saying? When I heard you say that, I said, I like this dude. You need confidence at a DB position. So when it comes to being a DB, and then Dan Quinn used you a little bit in the hybrid role in the big nickel package. So which one you like or more comfortable with, or would you prefer, or either one is good with you?
I prefer a corner, but I mean, as long as I'm in the game,
you want to play more. That's more important. Yeah.
I mean, I want to play corner, but I'm gonna get in where I fit in most. I mean,
that's what's up.
And my thoughts is this, right? Because there's this stickler that says, like, we're about to draft, right? We're going into the NFL draft, and there's always going to be things that players that kind of look like different players, right? And one of the things people always say is like, well, if they played in the SEC, they already pro ready. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Like,
sir.
I want to know, like, you played in the SEC, so I think you're gonna favor it, but playing the SEC, playing those bigger wide receivers, those pro style offenses, do you think that actually gives guys an advantage coming into the NFL right off the muscle?
I think so. I think so. Just because I mean, there are a lot of guys in the NFL, big, fast, strong, physical,
Yeah.
and yeah, I think it's a lot of good competition in SEC. A lot of good competition when you really think about it, because
Mhm.
I mean, it's just athletes everywhere, top down.
Yeah, listen, West Coast. I don't even know why you asked. All three of us over here biased. I'm an
Yes, sir.
Arkansas fan. He an Alabama fan. He played
Yes,
in South
sir.
Carolina. So you knew what the answer should have been.
You know the SEC the best in the world.
I mean, and it's like you were kind of like in a not a precarious situation, but you were like in a kind of crazy situation, playing where you were because you had JC Horn playing on the other side. So, I made this comment. I made this comment today, and it was like, Israel kind of was in the same situation where Anthony Brown was in the same situation where guys don't want to throw at Diggs. They don't want to throw at him. So because of that, you get a lot of action and you get a lot of, balls thrown your way. I want to know, like, being in college, playing alongside a guy like JC Horn, and now being in the league, playing with a guy like Diggs, what is those extra challenges, knowing that you're gonna get those extra targets because quarterbacks just flat out aren't even gonna throw the ball their way.
Yeah.
The good thing about it is like they just want to be great. Like
Facts.
like you just want to be around players that just want to be great. Like
Yeah.
that love the game, and that's just that was our relationship at South Carolina. Just we had a goal, and we just love the game. So you definitely want to be around guys like that love the game, that like, and it's crazy to see what they do in practice too. That'd be the crazy part. Like
Yeah.
you're really watching somebody like I didn't see some crazy plays from both of them too. Like in practice, it's like it's really like an art, and that's why I be kind of mad when fans talk about players and stuff like that, when like dudes have bad games, because these dudes, the things that they do in practice or on a day-to-day basis be crazy. Like it's
Hey,
crazy.
talk your talk. Let them know,
Yeah,
cause that's the stuff that people don't see. You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
and
Yeah.
that's you. I mean, you can get deep into that, but basically, yeah, that's the stuff that people don't see. Like you quarterbacks, they throwing the ball somewhere where nobody else can get it, but the other dude, and the other dude come out of nowhere and catch it. Like it's football is a game of art for sure. Like
Mm. Hey,
Yeah.
that kind of spawned a question. I ain't trying to be messy, but I'm nosy than a mug, right? I'm nosy. All right, I'm nosy, right? You just did a rep. And these are, think of a rep versus Amari Cooper that you've done in practice.
hmm
Rep versus CD Lamb. I
yeah.
want to know what's one difference between both those guys.
Um, I think CD is more like quicker, and he real like dynamic in his route running. Like he's slippery, and then Amari is just like aggressive with it. Like
Ooh.
Amari can like, it's crazy because he can. I promise you, he can do the same release on you 3 times in a row, and you still think he gonna go the other way. Like the way he plant his
Magician
foot,
with it.
like he plant his foot like a running back and get upfield. Then he can break it down quick. Like it's crazy, and then it's quick. Like it's
It's
crazy.
crazy.
Both of
Yeah.
them, but two great receivers in my book for sure.
I
For
got
me,
one question for you about the Oh, you want to go ahead?
No, that's you.
go
I
ahead,
about to
man.
say I got one question for you. With a player of the caliber of Stephon Gilmore coming in, I know y'all excited. What type of leadership and what type of energy you think he gonna bring to the locker room? What y'all thinking about adding somebody like that in the defensive room?
I mean, just a vet. That's what he is.
Yeah,
He done been there before.
yeah.
I feel like, because he a South Carolina guy too. He showed mad love when me and JC was at South Carolina. He done invited us over to his crib. Like
Oh,
he, he
okay.
he's showing, and then not only that, like I'm sending him film like during the middle of the season, and he like, look, this when they get in this formation or they got this set in or this personnel in, this what they trying to do to you, this and that. Like he didn't
That's
really.
fire. That's
So
fire.
like I'm really excited because I told him like as soon as you get here, I'm latching on because his like his mind,
This
like
a smart
he's so
young man right here. I can
he's
tell
so
you.
Wow.
smart. He's so smart that it's gonna bring value to our corners too because we got a real vet too. So he gonna see the game in a different eye, and it's gonna. I feel like it's gonna be that. Yeah.
Indeed. So let me ask you this, because I know that they have you playing, a little bit of safety right now. So what is the difference in dynamic when you prepare? You're going out there taking safety reps. Compared to when you go out there lining up at corner, whether it be slot or outside.
The difference is at safety, you well everywhere you gonna communicate on the back end, but at safety it's like you seeing it from a different game, so you kind of telling people where to go and where to be and stuff like that, and you just watching the plays develop,
Mm.
and then at either it's inside or outside, like you more playing that man to man and like you in the coverage or you in a, you as nickel sometimes in our defense we in run fits, but you seeing the game from different parts. But I just like corner more because the ball got to come outside. Like you
Right.
got to throw it to your number one. Like
Facts.
Devontae Adams got to get at least 10 targets a game.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
got to. You feel me? But at safety, I mean, even in the post. I mean, when you playing down at safety, yeah, sometimes if you got one of those tight ends that you guarding, yeah, you gonna get some action. But like in the middle of the field, something you ain't getting nothing. If you staying in the middle of the field, sometimes if you get a good break on the quarterback, you might can get there. But these quarterbacks too good, man. They'll look you off and like you ain't got no chance. So
Yeah.
that's my perspective of the game.
Yeah, I mean, and to be, it's almost like they're creating this new position on. There's 11 positions on football, but this big slot is almost like a 12th position that they're creating. And I know the Cowboys like to play you in it a lot also, but I wanted to know, man, you got a twin. You got a twin out there in the world,
Nah,
man.
I ain't no twin.
You got a twin, man.
I
Not in
ain't-
real life, but on the football field, man. You kind of I be out there and I be low key mistaking you for J-Ron Curse at some time, man. Like I'm just serious, man. Like I'm just like there's been on one side and one side, that length has to be ridiculous for offenses, man.
Oh my
Yeah.
mama.
Like
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, we was yeah. Like when we drop back in zone and we send in them hoes, it do be crazy. It do.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Like I mean, and I want to know some too, like because turnovers is not. They say turnovers come in bunches, but turnovers is something that is preached. Like a team that is getting their hands on the ball. Like I want to know, like how is that being reciprocated from the head coach? I mean, from the head coach, from the defensive coordinators down to the skill positions, down to the players, and then you guys like actually executing. Like what does that look like on a day-to-day basis as far as getting your hands on the ball and the importance of that?
I mean, we just got ball players. To be honest with you, like our coaches they emphasize it. They be like, get the ball. Like we'll drop like. In our room, don't drop the ball. Matter of fact, you ain't gonna hear the end of it. Like we be on that type of time. Like you ain't gonna hear the end of it from the coaches to the players. You're not gonna hear the end of it. Like but we just got a whole bunch of competitors that's just trying to win at the end of the day. So I mean, and it's crazy because my rookie year, seeing what Diggs did, that was crazy. But Anthony Brown had some picks too. He had 6. That's a lot.
Yeah.
And then I think Malik, I can't remember. I think KZ had like 5. Malik had, JK had a couple. I mean, it's just crazy. Then this year to double back, JK had a couple. Then Bland, it was crazy what he
went
did.
crazy.
Diggs ain't have a lot, but Diggs ain't have a lot, but he got some. Malik got some. Dono got some.
Went crazy this year.
So it just be.
I got a question, man, because I know Diggs is like a big bro to you. So it's like, and what are your thoughts when you hear guys like last year he had 11 interceptions, right? And then this year he theoretically had a better year You know what I'm saying? All around.
Mhm.
And you see the comments that people, the hate that people say, what da 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 da. What are your thoughts when you see stuff like that? Just the how it's viewed and things like that.
I mean, to be honest, it don't matter. To be honest,
Facts.
I mean, his rookie year, I don't remember him like it's football. Like we in the NFL, bro. Like
Speak on it.
everybody, like
Speak on
everybody's
it.
gonna get caught on. Like,
Yeah,
but the
facts.
way he's playing the game at a high level, and then he doing it with swag too, because he gets so much hate for no reason. Like
Facts.
I don't know why he get hated, but like he always I don't know, but I mean I didn't see him. I didn't see him do some crazy stuff in practice.
Yeah, I
Like,
like that. That's my guy.
but
That's that's my Bama
the
guy.
thing about him is just like he is like on social media, like he'll troll y'all, but he don't really care. Like he know he's good, and that's what it's gonna be. Like,
Yeah.
and that's how he plays too. Like when he does get beat, like you don't really see him fold. He just come back, make plays, and he gonna pop it.
On my
Yeah.
mama. And hey, that's an interesting thing you said, because like you said, cornerback, defensive back is a position where you always playing at a disadvantage, really, right? The offensive knows the play, the receiver know where the ball's going.
Yeah.
So, what do you usually do in your preparation to try and combat that?
I mean, like for me, it's just really film study. Like you just really gotta lock into the film and study. But like I said, we in the NFL, so sometimes even what you see is not is you might not get it, and players are just good. So
Right.
at the end of the day, like at our position, the way it is crazy because you can lock down the whole game. Game on the line, last play of the game, you get caught on, now you suck. But
That's all they
y'all
remember.
haven't heard my name all game.
Yeah,
Like
Right.
yeah.
that, but that's what you got to understand about the position, and just keep playing, because I mean it is what it is. Like
I got one question for you. On the wide receiver core, we got some vets now. We got Brandon Cooks coming in, and we got some young people that's trying to find their way. So out of that group of receivers we got, is it anyone who you like, that you could see them coming along, like coming strong this year, like coming along with it this year, or somebody that you higher on than a lot of other people might be?
I mean, I'm high on all our receivers. I mean, the ones that play though are the ones. It's just
Yeah,
that simple. Because I mean, at practice, all our receivers are good, so they
yeah.
all pretty fast. I mean, Jalen Tolbert pretty good.
Oh my God,
Stimmy,
I was just about to ask you about him.
That's what I was, I
who
wanted to
that?
hear what he said,
About
who he
about
mentioned.
about
Jalen.
October, because you are a guy who I'm pretty sure you've done several one-on-ones, several, practice. I mean, you've been with the guy a whole year. You know what I'm saying? And it's like in the Cowboy Nation, we kind of we didn't not, this is my thing. A player has no control over putting a jersey on. You know what I'm saying? Like that is a way
Yeah.
above your pay grade. So he has no control over that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but we didn't get to see any of that. So it's like, I think that's definitely something, if you're able to give us a kind of highlight on, what the Cowboys could be getting from a guy like Jalen Tolbert this coming season.
I mean, I just it's funny because fans like to think like, I mean, guys do be good, but you got to see what I mean, we got some dogs in front of us. Like you could say,
Yeah.
I
Facts.
can. Why am I not playing? But I'm not playing because there's some dogs in front of me. Like y'all gotta
Right.
understand that. Like
Be
these
Yeah.
a
dudes,
real comment.
like these dudes are playing. But like Jalen Tolbert, he's a good receiver. He's quick, fast. He can get upfield. I mean, he done caught a couple good balls in practice. So I mean, his time gonna come, and like you just gotta wait your turn. That's what it is, and that's what I had to learn coming in. Like you gotta accept it. It's some guys in front of you. We in the National Football League, and everybody time gonna come. Trust.
How
Yeah.
did you feel when DQ called that 2-4 in that Tampa game though? When it was time for you to go up against God, how you was feeling? You was ready. It seemed like you were ready to seize that moment though.
Oh, yeah, it was crazy because I think I can't remember the week before. I think we played on Saturday, and I think we was coming in on Tuesday, but I think JK had called me like on a Sunday afternoon or Monday afternoon. He was like, "Look, we finna put you in the slot, and then we gonna we gonna rock out. So the coaches ain't even the coach in the game the week before. I didn't even play. I wasn't dressed, so I didn't know. Like JK told me like a couple days before it because we had meetings on either like Tuesday or something or
He
Wednesday. I
got
can't
your
remember.
heads up. He
So
got
so
your
they
heads up.
told JK told me before. They just now telling me. So I was kind of thrown in the fire, but I
Yeah,
mean, I've been waiting to play. I mean, for 2 years now. Like, so I just knew like this is my opportunity. Don't mess it up. I mean, I,
yeah,
I asked for it, so you
yeah,
better go out there and perform. So I was just ready for the moment.
Yeah, I was actually that's kind of crazy that you brought that up because that was actually one of my I noticed that too. The game before you didn't have no snaps, and then you went from 0 snaps to 37 snaps. And my
that's
exact
crazy.
and listen to me, my exact question was that by obvious was that by tape or was that by design? You know what I'm saying? Because you did you did a really good job on Godwin, man, and like I said earlier, no disrespect, but the clamps was definitely, you know what I'm saying, the seat buckles was definitely on, and I think, Tom Brady being a guy who loves to, he likes to work his tight ends and he's been known to use those inside receivers a lot, man. So it's almost
Mhm.
like it's almost like, those 37 snaps were very pivotal to that game, especially I forget which down it was, but I remember, there was a moment in the game where for whatever reason, he kind of got you turned around a little bit and you recovered, you know what I'm saying, and just got that, you were still able to get the ball out, you know what I'm saying, showing that relentlessness. And I just think just taking that middle away from Tom, man, like it literally almost had him in a different offense, bro. Like, like our Tom was out there looking like he was in a different offense. So I want to know, I mean, just if you talk about that game and like Landor said about going up against Godwin, but what was your thoughts on that, man? Just the way you played that game.
Number one, I was like, man, they gave me a chance. Now it's time to play. And then just I mean, I was prepared. I mean, I was watching film uh that week, just understanding what they like to do with him and stuff like that. And not only that, I knew they was gonna have to come at me because I haven't played all year. Tom trusts his guy Godwin over 24 because he haven't seen 24. So I'm like, I know it's coming my way, and I'm gonna show up. So I was just ready
Oh
for the
yeah,
moment. And
yeah.
Yeah, I
You
love
was ready.
yeah.
You was ready.
Go ahead, landlord.
Yeah, I was just saying, man, I'm ready to see what this defense gonna look like this year, and I would like to see like you being in a bigger role, far as in corner. Like I think that'll be the best thing we can do, especially from seeing what you did. But far as like, I know you did good on a bigger slot. How you feel about going against those smaller slots with you being such a big guy?
I mean, they get. I mean, they pretty difficult because they're like they got less body, so you can't
Yeah,
really
yeah,
be
they
so
they
Facts.
hands
they
on.
twitch
But
you.
I mean, they also got to deal with me too because like
Mm.
once
Hey, say
because
that
I'm a
one more time, man. Say
they're
that.
gonna have to deal with me too
All
because
right.
I mean I'm a compete and the longer we go, the more I'm ready to go. So I mean, it's just about competing, and we got good athletes in the league. So I mean, every week is competition. So that's why everybody watch the Super Bowl because the competition is crazy.
Yeah.
Right. No, hey, let me ask you. So, a little birdie had put in my chat that you had a 3 interception game back in the day against Georgia. Can you
Hmm.
walk me through that? Like, what led to that, man? Like, how were you able to be that productive in that game?
I mean, I don't even know. Like that was a crazy game too. Like I was actually sick that game, but I mean, he just kept throwing my way, and I just kept catching it.
Well, let me find out you had a flu game, man.
Yeah,
Man, it's
yeah, the
crazy.
MJ flu game.
It's crazy.
I mean, and then what's also dope is like the Cowboys going into the draft. There's gonna be all these players are gonna be drafted. You have cornerbacks that are gonna be coming into the NFL. You being a guy going from being a prospect to then being an NFL playing in the NFL. What would be you would say like the number one thing like a young corner coming into the league needs to be prepared to adjust to coming into the league as far as being drafted,
Um,
like as far as the speed, what.
yeah, the speed of the game, and then As the more you play on the back end of the season, you're gonna start understanding the game and what offenses are doing and stuff like that. But I mean, other than that, kids, I mean, college college dudes coming out this in today's age, I mean, they athletic, they getting better and better. So I mean, the talent gonna be there. It's just understanding the speed of the game and like what they trying to do to you and stuff like that.
Yeah, I got one more question
Go
for
ahead.
you, man. My son is actually being a DB right now. So if you could talk to any of these young DBs coming up, what would be some advice that you can give them that you wish you knew when you was young coming up, or something like that, to prepare them for trying to get where you at right now?
Um, something that I would tell them just from me coming up would be just work hard. I mean,
Yeah,
like if you want it, you gotta like you
you gotta
can't
act
do
like you want
yeah, you
it.
gotta act like you want it. Like them high school, like whatever grades you in, them high school lifts, only doing that, that's not gonna make you no different.
Mm.
You
Yeah,
gotta do more than that. The middle school lifts, yeah, cool, do that and then do more. Like you want to be different, you gotta do different, and it's that simple. And then just understand if it's meant for you, it'll be. Just work hard, and everything else gonna take care of itself.
Man,
facts.
I think you kind of got blessed in your with your NFL career because you kind of fell in, the safety net of a guy named Dan Quinn, man, and just like there's just so many there's so many not necessarily rumors, but there's so many just like stories of just of him as a coach. But I want to know, man, what is it about Dan Quinn that gets these guys to get you guys to buy in so quickly, and then also have guys around the NFL that continue that still want to play for him. You hear about the Bobby Wagners and all these other guys, these ex-players that that will literally be like, we want to play for Dan. What is it what is it that he radiates as a coach that just makes it easier for you guys to do your job on Sundays?
Um, I mean, it's just a respect thing. I mean, he's well respected because he treats you with respect. That simple. I mean, he cares about his players, and then he just want the best for us. And then not only that, he demands greatness. That's it. Like, and he want to win. He listened to his players too. Like, if we tell him like we trying to do this and this, he gonna be like, bet. All right, coaches, what we finna do. And then same thing. Like all our coaches, like they like the defensive coordinators of whatever they are. Like,
Oh,
Yeah,
that's good.
yeah.
yeah, sometimes like they be going back and forth about like the defenses and stuff, but every time like if our DB coach said, all right, he's trying to switch this coverage to do this, the QB like, bet, let's look over it, done. Same thing with our D line coach, done. Linebackers, done. And that's how like we created. And then the players they put their 2 cents in on how they should do this and how they do that. And then we got some dogs. So that's how it just works. So he's just real in that way and glad to have him back for year 3, boy.
I was just about to say what I like what I see that Al Harris kind of like, he kind of ingrained the way he played into his DBs. You know what I'm saying? So speak on how you feel about Al Harris, man, because everybody knows Al Harris the player, but we don't know Al Harris the coach really. So
I
give
mean,
people a little insight about that.
he's simple, real cool, real laid back, and he's just gonna tell you how it is. He always
Yeah,
say, "Go get your money." It's
yeah,
simple. Go
I
get your
like
money.
that.
He gonna teach you what to do and go get your money. And he just want to see everybody win. He just want everybody to eat. Honestly, that's his whole. He always say like all our money in the wash. So like
I like that
he,
relationship he got with Diggs because he be telling
yeah,
Diggs
it's
like, "Hey
just
man, don't miss no more balls." Like, he be like,
yeah.
"Hey."
But it's like that with all of us though. Like that's
Yeah,
why
yeah.
I said if you miss a pick in practice,
You ain't
he
gonna
gonna
hear
be
the
like,
end of it, huh?
ugh.
He ain't
You
gonna
know,
let
from
you
like,
never hear the
come
end.
on. But that's how it is though. Like we just hold each other accountable. That's all it comes down to, accountability. So I just love playing for like those guys in the locker room.
Hey, I got a question. It's gonna kind of somber the mood for a little bit, but I think this is a very important question because I always try to like empathize that no, or emphasize that players are very human, very very human. So for about 30 seconds. I want you to describe that locker room after that 49er game because I was live. So my interaction is documented. But I want to know, man, after a game like that, man, and it doesn't go your way, what explain, give us the human side of yourself, the player, you know what I'm saying, and the aspect of the team after a loss like that.
It was just like, I mean, we was disappointed because like we knew we should have won that game.
Thank you.
That's what it really was. I mean, it wasn't. I mean, 49ers, don't get me wrong, they're a good team, but it's like we should have won that game. I mean, that's all it was, and we knew like if we would have got to Philly, yeah.
We was
Y'all would be
go
finished.
say, go ahead.
No, you know
But-
it was gonna be on. It was gonna be a dub. That was
Y'all
gonna
would
be
be
But
finished.
we knew that game, like we really needed that game because that game, I mean, we knew they had a good defense. We had a good defense. We already knew it was gonna be like a defensive game because I mean their defense was pretty good. So it was just a couple plays that if a couple plays went that our way, then you know what I'm saying, we was gonna win the game. But it was just, I mean, that was a good game though. That was one of the funniest games I didn't play though. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah.
Hey, quick shout out to DC for Life for the $5 donation. I appreciate you, kinfolk.
Shout out to you.
Indeed. But yeah, man. So season's over. Off season here. Like, how do you keep yourself in shape? Like what's the routine? Like, when do you usually pick things up to be game ready, be ready to get back into the flow of things? Like, how does that usually pan out for the people they're not real familiar with it?
Probably like start back up like what March, in March around that time. You know what I'm saying? Get some time to let your body rest and stuff.
Right.
But then you just like doing light weights, running, stuff like that. So that's how I do it, and then work out all the way up until OTAs.
Yeah, because I mean, man, year three is, you know what I'm saying? That's the year we start laying the foundation. Year
Yep.
four is that check.
Hey, check.
Yeah.
Yes,
What
sir.
Meek Mill say? Run up a check, boy. We try
Yeah.
to run it up too, boy.
Definitely.
Believe in
Definitely.
taking discounts.
But with I know you had Will Muschamp as your coach at South Carolina, right? Did he
Mhm.
play any kind of role into getting you drafted with the Cowboys with DQ, with his relationship with DQ and stuff?
Probably. I remember my freshman year. This is crazy though. My freshman year, my coach, T Rob, he was our defensive coordinator at South Carolina with Will Muschamp. He I think they all coached at Florida together.
Yeah.
So my freshman year, he had called DQ. I think DQ was the head coach at Atlanta then. He called DQ, like I think he was on the phone or FaceTime just talking, messing around. And then he was like, DQ, I got a 6'4" corner that you're gonna draft one day. And then
He so told you, didn't he?
yeah, so it
That's
came to
love
fruition.
right there.
So yeah, and it's crazy because we kind of run the same defense that I ran at South Carolina with the Cowboys. So it was pretty easy picking up coming in. So that's one thing I'm thankful for. And Coach Muschamp, Coach T-Rob, they got knowledge of the game and they helped me grow as a player. So definitely glad I went to South Carolina and played for them.
Hey, real quick, shout out to DC for Lex Life for the cash app. Appreciate you, my boy. And shout out to everybody with the super chats and the stars. Say, man, we've been on here for about 40 minutes. I let you know we was gonna be here for about 40, 45 minutes, man. Before we get up out of here, man, I want to know, man, because I know you got your brand. Is there anything that you are working on? And in this off season, I know a lot of guys like to do it, like, they like to get startups or they like to do, the nonprofits and the camps and things like that, man. Is there anything that you're working on? Or let us know about the brand, where we can find out the brand as far as what's going to be going in that direction.
I'm not working on nothing yet. Probably in the next couple of years, just trying to get my name out there a little bit more. But yeah, y'all can definitely go check out the website, check out the merch.
Okay. All right, for sure. We'll say, man, I appreciate you for having you on here, man. And man, I'm gonna tell you this right here. Man, I'm gonna tell you. Listen, I can't let a player without we won't. The nation want a ring, man. They won't the
It's
ring.
gonna happen. It's
Hey,
gonna happen.
We believe it
Facts.
too.
It's
Let's
gonna
get it.
happen. Trust. It's gonna happen.
okay, that's what I'm telling. Hey, y'all listen to me. Y'all heard what the man said. He
It's
said
gonna
if
happen.
they would get us to Philly, y'all know what time it is, man.
All right, let's go.
Y'all know what time it is. Well, say, man, I appreciate you for stopping by, man. You gave us some of the most realest content, man, as far as a player, man, and I appreciate you for tapping in, man. And say, man, you have yourself a great, healthy off season, man. And like I said, man, year 3 is foundation, and in year 4, you running up that check. You feel me? Because that's
Yes,
what it's
sir.
100%.
gotta feed them babies. You feel me? But
Yeah.
hey, man, I appreciate you for tapping in, man. And I'm gonna go ahead and log you out, man, and say, man, the nation appreciates you, man.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate y'all.
Yes,
Hey, we
sir.
appreciate
Already.
you, man. Appreciate it.
All right, boom. Yikes. All right, man. Let me get him up. Let me get him up. Let me get up. Let me switch it up. All right, so let's recap that thing, man.
That was great. That was
That,
greatness
that was
right
dope
there.
as hell, honestly.
Yeah.
Great.
I ain't think he was gonna open up the way he did, but hey, we got him to open up. So, we got some real sauce out of him, man. I
Hey, man.
appreciate that.
Hey, listen to me, man. That's what happened when the Cowboys start drafting them reels. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
one thing I liked about the conversation is this, man. Like, with my interaction, God has blessed me to be able to interact with players, right? So since I've been able to interact with players, it allows me to be, not necessarily empathetic, but it allows me to see them as human beings. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
a lot of the things he said today allowed us to see him as a actual human being and these players as human beings, man.
The
And a
human
lot of
side.
this,
Yeah.
the human side, you know what I'm saying? And I like the fact that this young dog kept on emphasizing and even was real enough to the fact that was like, bro, listen to me. The reason why I don't play as much as I want to
We
play.
got some dogs in front of me.
We got some dogs.
He snapped. But I like that Philly comment, man. He said, when we would have got the Philly. He said,
No,
you
bro.
already know, man. I'm telling you, bro. The Cowboys know we own them boys, bro. And we would have made sure we would have got that dub easy, bro.
Like
We own Philly, bro.
think about this, right? That's what the players believed. We're not even talking about the fans, bro. Y'all know what we believe. We the fans.
Then
Bruh,
the way he said, you already know. He ain't even have to, he said, you already
right.
know.
I mean, theoretically, he's only lost to the Philadelphia Eagles like one time, and that was Cooper Rush was the quarterback.
I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
cut that up, Wes. We're gonna have
Oh
to
yeah,
repurpose that one.
we got some fire.
Yeah,
Oh
only lost to Philly one time since they played with Cooper Rush.
Shout out to Cowboy
yeah,
Brian with the
and,
$20
and, and,
super,
listen,
man.
listen to
Hold
me.
on, hold on 1 second. Shout
I'm
out to Cowboy Brian with the $20 super, man. He
appreciate
says, great job, guys. Thanks a lot. I enjoyed that a lot. We appreciate you, Cowboy Brian.
Yeah,
Appreciate
yeah.
this, Cowboy Brian.
And I think I got some cash apps on here too. Let me see. Shout out to J Dub. You appreciate you, J Dub. And I had a super chat from my boy Mike DC4L. Appreciate you, boy. Who else we had? We also had my boy King G. Appreciate you, man. So yo, man, you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all my secret. I'm gonna tell it on air, right? I'm gonna tell y'all what I do. Right?
Don't give away your sauce, sir.
I'm gonna give it a little bit away.
Yeah, you got to package that up in the little
The
packages.
key ingredient. You tell people come on the show, they're gonna be on here about 45 minutes, right? And then you get off around 40 minutes. You wanna know why? So then next time they come on here, they be like, oh man, I thought we was gonna stay a little longer. Hell yeah, we staying a little longer because this time we going an hour and 30 minutes.
You know what I'm saying? We respect your time. You know what I'm saying?
We gonna respect your time, man. We gonna respect your time. You know, so I got you out here 5 minutes before you said.
So here go the man, the myth, the legend, Dan Tranchina. I ain't never met you before, sir. How you doing? You said his name today. I ain't even know it was a Dan Tranchina. So
I mean,
shout out to you,
unless you got a burner account. Hey,
sir.
but you know what I also like? I like that he's, man, you know what? Hey, is he a real stomp down though? Because
Yeah.
listen to me. He stomped down for his homeboy, man. Say what he say, man. I don't know why he get all this hate, bruh.
For no
I don't
reason.
know why he get all this hate, bruh.
Then he said, man, they be doing some stuff in practice. he said I done seen some stuff.
I'm gonna tell you this though. I could be messy though.
I wanted to ask him about that leadership though.
Listen,
That's the one question I forgot.
Yeah, I didn't really want to ask a defensive player about a quarterback leadership.
Dak get around though, bro.
I believe he'd read it, but I wanted to keep it strictly defense, really.
Yeah.
Hey, I will say this though. We men, so we ain't gonna say we was messy, but we was a little thorough My daddy said we was thorough. I was being thorough. We was kind of thorough on that CD Lamb Amari Cooper question though. Ooh.
Yeah. Wes had to start a little something on that.
Oh. Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
He said,
CD Lamb
but
that
you know, CD is the what they call it. Amari is the sensei. You know, CD is learning. You know what I'm saying? So the way he said Amari was just surgical with it, bro. He said every release, he said the release will look exactly the same, and you'll still think he's finna do something else.
And you know the crazy thing that I think about Amari Cooper is if you Google Amari Cooper like YouTube, everybody who describes him says that exact same statement.
It's facts.
Every single time he releases, it looks like he's doing the exact same route.
This just a little wide receiver detail. That's exactly what everybody's goal is. It's almost impossible.
That's what you're paying $20 million for.
No, look, you want every one of them to look the same, but do them differently. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you want it all to look the same, but it's different in different aspects, and that's very, very hard to do. You could tell Amari is just a elite type of guy, bro. He different with that route running. And like CD coming along though, like believe it or not, bro, CD can run some routes now.
Yeah, he can.
Like he very underrated in route running.
I like what he said about his aggressive though, because listen to me. I love this. I love that he complimented what CD loves, what we know CD do. You know what I'm saying? He is an aggressive wide receiver that's going to be hard to bring down, and that's what you need. You know what I'm saying? Like CD Lamb allows you, and I'm gonna tell you this year in that West Coast offense, there are gonna be times where they're gonna treat CD Lamb almost as if they're gonna, like what you say, what you call it, landlord, the long handoff.
That's Henry with the long handoff on the West Coast offense.
Yeah,
well,
we're gonna be a lot of quick hitting plays, man. You know, it's supposed to be, you know, if this is a traditional West Coast offense, you know, like the slant is king, you know, 1, 2, 3, ball out your hand. You know, running back's going to be involved in the passing game a lot. So, you know, it's going to be a lot of quick hitting stuff. Going to rely on a lot of yaks. So, you know, it's going to be a difficult offense to stop, though, especially, you know, you have playmakers like CeeDee Lamb. You have playmakers like Brandon Cooks. You know, you have playmakers like Tony Pollard. I really think Tony Pollard going to have a bigger year in receiving the ball, man. I think Tony Pollard really going to have like an 800 year.
Okay.
What I'm most excited about is Dak, though. This is what I'm telling you. Like, listen to me. Mike McCarthy gonna be, I think he gonna get the best out of him. But shout out to DC for Life X with the $5 super. He says, thank y'all guys. I caught y'all later. I've been checking to see if y'all on here and don't see none. Click few minutes later and y'all already on live for 45 minutes.
That's crazy. Hey, make sure you go to all 3 pages and hit the notification button.
Yeah, make sure y'all hit them notification bells, man. You can't get caught slipping like this, because this was some fire right here, man. If I do say so myself.
And I'm gonna tell you this right now, man. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Like, you know, it's great. You know, the Cowboys love that versatility. Like, they love being able to use players, you know, as cornerbacks, you know, / safeties. You know what I'm saying? And it's, it's crazy because if you look on film, his game does remind you of J-Ron Curse's game. Like, and their build is damn near identical. You know what I'm saying?
He a little more on the cornerish side though.
Yeah, he a little more. He's a
little more hippie. He can move his hips a little bit.
J-Ron Curse has a bigger upper body.
Yeah. He's just a tall dude, ain't it? J-Ron's just a tall dude.
They both tall. Like, is it like 6'4", almost 6'5"? I think they got J-Ron listed at the same, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm talking about even when you look at them on film, when they had the view behind them, they just look like some tall dudes. Like, J-Ron is a very tall guy.
And then good points on the Tampa Bay game. I think that was dope. You know, because I mean, you know, thinking about where the Cowboys, you know, that's just some dope insight. Like, he didn't even know he was gonna play until 2 days before. And you know what's crazy? You know, that really shows you that Dan Quinn saw something on film. He saw something because he didn't even play the game before. And then he shut Godwin down.
That's when Dan Quinn, you know Dan Quinn got the secret sauce, Wes. That boy got some sauce because he knew like, you might not have a specialized role for him, but you know Dan Quinn see this boy can play. You know what I'm saying? Like, he like, I'm gonna find something for him one day. And then that day came. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just came about. So I ain't gonna lie. I know I could just imagine as a kid, you know what I'm saying, working your way up to that level and then hearing that 2-4 get called in a playoff game. You know that was probably the best day of his life. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I get to go play against Tom Brady.
You know, I really wanted to ask him, did he ever get starstruck his first time in the league? Like, damn, this Tom. His first game as an NFL pro, I don't know if was against Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah, we don't know if he got in on his first game,
but it's crazy. Like, look across the sideline, like, damn, that's really such and such.
Yeah. Shoot, I know some players get starstruck too.
At this level, though, you didn't probably like the cool thing about him, though. At this level, you didn't play with so many dudes, and you didn't been to so many camps and stuff like that. You probably didn't come in contact.
And that's the thing. You heard what he said about Stephon Gilmore. He invited him out to his house.
Yeah, that was dope. Hey,
that's some insight you can't get outside of these interviews.
I was just about to say that. Was just about to say that.
That's what you're paying for right there, y'all. You ain't gonna get that nowhere else.
And think about this. He had that impact on these guys before when he was a coach. He was doing this as a coach and as an Indianapolis coach. And the Cowboys bro, that was not by chance.
Did you hear what he said?
That was not by chance.
He said, man, I sent him stuff. He said, I sent him stuff in the middle of the season.
I sent him game film.
In the middle of the season, and he's still giving them tips. So just imagine how much he finna groom these young players in the room, bro.
On the same room. Or think about this: when a young player makes a mistake, that's really gonna be that's really where you're gonna see the effect of having the experience is when a guy makes a mistake. When a guy makes a mistake and he's coming off the field and he just gave up a touchdown with his head down. And being able to walk over to them and having a guy like a Hall of Fame guy like Stephon Diggs tell him to pick your head up and this is what you did wrong.
Yeah, Stephon Gilmore. You know that's gonna happen all season. It's gonna happen all season. Stephon Diggs.
Hey man,
it's gonna happen all year.
Y'all know if I ain't messing your name up, I don't love you, man.
It's gonna happen all year. It's too close. You got Stephon and you got Diggs.
That's why I hate talking about the offensive line. Tyler.
They all bound to happen.
They just gonna mess you up.
Yeah, it's bound to happen. But man, like you said, those what an insight, like in-depth conversations that you ain't gonna get nowhere. Who would have knew outside of people watching this that they was in contact with Stephon Gilmore through the regular season? You know what I'm saying? Like he telling him, like, hey man, when they do this type of coverage, look for this type of play. When they, you know what I'm saying, when they do this type of lineup, look for this type of route. Like he giving him insight during the season. Like he could have just been like, you know what I'm saying? He could have left Izzy on red. That's a real one though.
He is,
you know what I'm saying? That's a real.
I like Izzy's tenacity. You heard he said that in high school he got in where he could fit in so he could play, man.
That's smart, man.
That's smart. But it showed you, man, that he a competitor.
Yeah. He said he wanted to play because when I asked him which one he liked the most, he was like, man, I like corner, but he like, man, really, I just want to play. Like, just make sure I'm on the field. So that's ambition. That's what you want to hear from a young corner. And just what he said, like, when people get caught on, he said, man, people get caught on. Like, when they were talking about this, you have to understand that as a young corner. You will get caught on. So you might as well go ahead and get that out your head. You know what I'm saying? And don't let it take your confidence. Because we seen that. I believe that semi happened to like Mo Claiborne. You remember when like he just couldn't get his confidence back.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Mo Claiborne had a pretty decent year for us in 2014.
His last year, right? Because I ain't want him. I ain't want him to let him go.
And then he ended up winning a title with the Chiefs at one point.
That's crazy. Cause I like with us, like it seemed like it took a minute for him to get it back then. Cause I had high hopes for him coming in. He just didn't ever get to where I thought he would go.
I think he got injured a lot too, if I'm not mistaken. That's why he didn't really pan out to start. But you know what's crazy? We had two corners that we had on our roster ended up playing for the Chiefs and winning a title.
Who else was it?
Travarius Ward.
Travarius Ward was on our practice squad, and we traded him. We traded him for a rotational lineman that never played. He went on to be one of the best man-to-man cover corners in the NFL. Never got a fair chance.
Did Anthony Hitchens get one with him?
Anthony Hitchens got one
He
with
got
him.
one. He was a middle
Mm.
linebacker.
Damian Wilson got one with him.
He was weak side linebacker.
They just picking up all our Cowboy scraps and making them into something nice, huh? That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
like they had a
crazy.
bunch of guys leave from over here who were successful. That's why I don't like really giving up on players that you see potential in, man, because they always go out.
Now, Mr. Get rid of Kevin Joseph. Nope, you can't say that because he gonna go right to the Chiefs and be a shutdown corner all
You
of a
gonna go to
sudden.
the Chiefs and be a shutdown
Mhm.
safety.
Man, West
Mm-mm.
Coast, you went there, but he ain't cussed me out from A to Z.
I did not cuss this man
How
out.
you gonna let your cousin just come in the trap and talk to me like that? This man cussed me out from A to Z, West Coast.
You must have been
That's
little on
crazy.
something.
That's crazy, Wes.
Now,
I
he ain't
thought we
never
was better than that.
he ain't never heard me cuss nobody.
I thought we was better than that, Wes. Like he just came in there and just called me everything but a child of God. It was
I
crazy.
don't believe such slander. Don't believe such slander. You know, landlord nefarious.
Facts.
Yeah. The Quincy Coleman says he can see Boss Man Fat as a safety. I can definitely see him as a safety too.
Wes first. You was about the first person
He
I
really
heard
was the
say
first
he
one to
had
say it.
safety hips. So we'll have to see.
You know what I'm saying? What's up with you, Victor Lee? He says, well, who else we got up in here talking about? But yeah, man, but that was, hey, listen to me. That was a really, really good interview. I appreciate everybody for tapping in, man. We got a lot of people that hit that like button and a lot of people that hit that share button, man. And we really, really got it popping, man. Shoot, man.
Let's take a like break just in case. Y'all got to give us some likes for that one right there. Now that was hard work. We got. Let me see. Y'all need to go to every channel, man. Look out for us on this end, man. Give us some likes. It's free. It will not charge a card, will it? Have it ever charged your card, Wes?
No,
I don't think it ever charged my
and
card.
if it did, I disputed it and got it.
You know?
I disputed it and got it back.
Steven, you ain't missed nothing. You can run it right back, sir. You can run it right back.
Hey, but shout out to my boy Thomas Olson. Shout out to everybody over there. D'Angelo Brown, I see you over there. Tredin says her son played on the Pop Warner team with him in North. Okay, in Charlotte. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? That Pop Warner is roots, man. We got Pop Warner. My mom told me I couldn't play Pop Warner. You want to know why? Because she said they played on Sunday, and she said the only way you playing on Sunday is if you're getting paid. I was a
You got to be in that church, boy.
For you,
hey, real quick. Shout out to Sharon Bell for the $5 donation. She said she wanted to thank us for the great show. I appreciate you for the love of support, ma'am. Thank you.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes, sir. But hey, man, we about to get up out of here, man. We've been on here for an hour, man. We gonna hey, listen, I'm down to do a show later on tonight. You know what I'm saying? After I go take my kids to practice. If y'all down to jump back on here. But listen to me, you guys. I need y'all to run these numbers up, man, because this is how it works, right? We got a list of people that we want to interview. But guess what? Guess what we gonna use to get these folks? This show.
Y'all interactions.
We gonna use this show. You know what I'm saying? That's why
Mm-hmm.
West Coast is all we all run the damn ball out. You know what I'm saying? Got the nice pictures, everybody.
You got a receiver when run the ball, man. You know that's my guy. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You know it's serious business when that
a
happens.
receiver and a hater. Cause this is big as op. This is the guy. This the guy that try to throw the damn ball.
I gotta throw the damn ball coming soon. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta run big sack fumble hat coming.
Cause he playing.
Hey, don't do that.
Hitty, inside joke. You only got like 14 days.
he really. Now look, I'm his pseudo op. He really my op. He really the op. He being my real op right now.
Hey, listen to me. You know it's serious when they start hitting you with the parentheses. Hey man, look it, man. I'll tell you this right now. Legally got 14 days. That's all.
Shout out to Miss Sharon Bell with the $5 cash up. I appreciate you, man.
Hey, shout out to Tim Miller with the $12. That is. That's $15. Appreciate you, huh? Hey, also, if you're going to the NFL draft, you need to bring your ass on down to Barber's Barbecue. Nah, I'm playing with you. But hey, if you're going to the NFL draft, you need to put it in the comment box, man, because listen to me, we're gonna go to the draft, we're gonna have a good time, and then after that, we trying to kick it. So yes, we're gonna have fun at the draft because we got to do what we came out there to do. But we really just trying to get into you because we gonna ask you later on, hey man, what's going on after 10, man? We trying to figure out what's going on, because we ain't from here either. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna have a good time during the draft. We gonna cover the draft. We gonna have a good time at the draft. And then after that, we trying to link up with the Cowboy fans. not the weird ones. You know, not the ones that just be, not the ones that be on YouTube, not liking or sharing, just kind of watching, just
being mad weird. You know what I'm saying?
He said mad word.
Just being mad weird. Just up there, you know.
King Matic, you missed the interview. Like he came on here for 40 minutes.
You
did
ain't
an
missed
interview.
nothing. You can replay this.
Yeah,
Sir. That's what you need to
just
do.
watch it from the beginning. We're finna the live soon.
First, you got to hit that like button, then hit
Like,
the
share,
replay button.
share, subscribe, donate, do all the other good things. Remember, and listen, just because it's booked for us to go to the draft, please still donate. I don't want to. I don't want to be in Kansas City with no money in my pocket.
I don't need that cup out there shaking and asking for change now. I don't need that.
They sent me out here. They sent me out here to cover the draft. I can't get back now.
I'm gonna tell you,
all about one round. We didn't buy round trip flights now. I'm just
we
flight there.
We're just playing. We just need gas and food. We're good. Like y'all really blessed us. I just want to take time out to tell you how much we appreciate y'all.
My people took care of me, and I really appreciate it.
We appreciate
it.
Thank God for
yes, sir. And I'm gonna tell y'all this right here, man. I'm gonna tell y'all this right here. We gonna give y'all that content.
Facts.
That's what it is, man.
We gonna make y'all feel like y'all was there.
So this is what we need to do. This is what
Avis, we did a one-way flight. We just crazy.
Hey, listen to me. I need everybody to start now. You got 24 days. Turn your notifications on now. Go to your Facebook. Because listen,
going crazy.
When we go to the draft, there ain't gonna be no it's 10 o'clock. Where's West Coast? God damn it, West Coast. He's always late. He's probably with the kids or something. He'll be on at 10:30. No, man, listen to me. We gonna be live. Just be live, just to be live, just to be live, just to be live.
It's just gonna be
at Waffle House. We gonna be live.
And don't be expecting the trap to be open at 11. You know, you're going to be like, man, landlord probably be in the ferry somewhere. No, we live all day, every day. We just
all day, every day.
Stuck in traffic trying to get to the draft. We're going to be
live. Talking crazy.
So just turn your notifications on. That's just all you need to do. Just turn your notifications on because, listen, we get it. Everybody can't make it to the draft, but you still want to be able to feel like you at the draft. So don't trip. We got you.
I know, don't nobody go live like West Coast now.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
You mean?
You know.
We got three of us gonna be.
These dudes right beside me.
All right, I'm talking about like how y'all gonna break out the phone anywhere. Like, let's go. You know what I'm saying?
So so let's what I'm tell you, man. Y'all already know, man. When we was at that 49er game, shoot, it was 2:00 in the morning, man. We had 400 and some people on there, man. We was rocking, man. So we gonna be live. Just to be live, you feel me? So make sure your notifications is on because we're gonna show you every ins and outs of the draft like you ain't never seen it before. You know what I'm saying? If we don't get kicked out, we ain't do what we was supposed to do. You feel me?
Hey, Dan said if he come to the draft, can he come to Waffle House with us? You sure can, buddy.
Absolutely.
But first off, I need to
chopped and scrambled and what that language they be talking.
I need to know though, Dan. Do you put cheese in your grits? Because if you do, you're sitting your ass at the table. That's all I got to say. Hey, you guys already know what it is, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Never look down because the stars up. Peace.